Hello, my name is Rheinallt Williams, and I've been told by my daughter, Seiki, to say the story I have told her about the naming of mountain and passes in the Carneddau range. This I first heard from my brother Lewis, who heard it from our cousin. These iconic names had always intrigued me, and when I heard the story, it all made sense to me. And this shows the richness of our Welsh heritage, culture and language. And I think this story has been passed down from one generation to the next. And it really has to be a true story. Or how else can you explain the meaning of these array of features which can be seen to this day on any ordinary survey maps of the area? Now, this story, this begins in the mist of time, in the Carneddau Valley, and then up to the Carneddau Mountains there lived a witch, which was really a bane and nuisance to the people of the valley. The inhabitants of Dyffryn Conwy decided then they had enough of her antics, and the 3 horsemen and hunting dogs were sent up to their hiding place high up in the Carneddau Mountain to try and get rid of her. Now, horsemen in Welsh is marchog, which can also be attributed to being a knight as well as a horseman. Now, they rode up Cwmeigai, up through a pass that led up to the ridges of the Carneddau Mountain. And then, after that, this pass was called Bwlch y Tri Marchog, Pass of 3 Horsemen. Once on top of the ridge, close to the top of the nearest mountain, they found the witch. And then she slid down the mountain, and hence this mountain to this day has been called Pen Llithrig o Rach, slippery summit of the witch. In the process of sliding down this mountain, as she turned into a hare to get away from the horsemen and their hunting dogs. Now, this is a common theme in Welsh mythology, that a witch can turn to the form of a hare to get away from her adversaries. The horsemen and the hunting dogs then chased the hare up the next mountain, led by a black hound. And yet again in Welsh mythology, only a black hound can catch and then turn a hare back into a witch. This mountain from then on has been called Pen yr Helgi Du, summit of the black hound. Now, the hare carried on along a very narrow, dangerous ridge pass, hoping this, the horsemen could not follow her. But the bravest horseman, named Errol, led the other 2 horsemen across this narrow and dangerous ridge pass. And this pass was thereafter named Bwlch Errol Farchog, the Pass of Errol the Horseman. This ridge pass led towards Carneddau, named after the last Prince of Wales, Llywelyn ein Lliw Ola. Before reaching the summit, the hare was tiring, and she turned towards an outcrop of cliffs and stones. These were called Craig y Tri Marchog, Rock of the 3 Horsemen. Here she was turned down to the lake, and the lake was called Ffynnon Lligwy. And on the shores of the lake, at last the black hound caught up with the hare, and she turned back to being a witch, and was drowned in the lake. Lligwy, the name of the lake, is from the old Roman-Celtic Llyn, god of light. This lake was deemed to be a sacred lake. And incidentally, the name for my daughter, Seiki, derives from this name. And that's the end. Thank you.
Aldiraldirilaw, aldiraldirilaw.